At nearly 90 years old, Anna Meyer is still constantly on the move.
I get in this thing and I go every day. You want to play ball, huh?
If you saw her out and about in Tucson,
I got a lot of pictures of me and all the rest of them.
you wouldn't believe the stories
I love the game, period.
she has to tell.
And Bidwell, that owns the Cardinals football team, he was my bat boy.
In fact, it was rare anyone ever did.
Yeah, they had show and tell, and he was just a little kid, you know, and they said, my mother was a professional baseball player. And they said, okay, David, you'll feel better later, you know, there's something wrong, you're dreaming.
In Anna's world, baseball wasn't just for the boys.
I mean, I always said there's a girls' team out there somewhere I'm going to be able to play.
Time baseball brings out the All-American Girl Baseball League for spring training.
But in the 1940s, it may as well have been.
In those days, it wasn't easy. I know my neighbor said, don't play with that Shorty Morrow, she's a tomboy. Can you believe that? You know, don't play with somebody because she's an athlete.
The youngest of 9, she often played ball with her 5 brothers in her small town of Aurora, Indiana,
So every time they went out on the field, I went out with them.
where she realized she wanted to take it pro.
Gene Bunsett, the squeeze is on.
She tried out for the All-American Girls Baseball Professional League. Her dad was unsure. His words still stick with her today.
What do you mean I'm going home tomorrow? He said, you play like you did today, we'll be going home tomorrow.
To her surprise, she slid into her new home, the Kenosha Comets,
Oh, that was the greatest moment of my life, one of them, I'll tell you.
becoming the youngest member of the All-American team at 15.
Can you catch a ball?
All these years
Are
later,
you ready for it?
it still plays a big role in her life.
It's just like family. We lose a lot of them right now.
But she had no idea the difference it would make for others.
We were the pioneers, they called us.
Who knew you could break the glass ceiling by throwing a baseball at it?
Women weren't supposed to play ball, that's all I know. They were supposed to stay home.
But what they were
You weren't
doing
supposed to
was
play
hard to
ball.
grasp. That disbelief was a common theme in her life
This used to be my playground.
until you threw Madonna in the mix.
People didn't believe that we even played ball until the movie came out.
There's no crying in baseball!
A league of their own, based on the All-Americans, skyrocketed the team to stardom years after they took the field.
Swing and a miss, strike one.
When the movie came out in '92, I was working over here at Abco across the street. And all the people around here in town found out I was working in the store. And they come around and, asked for autographs and everything. I couldn't do my job.
The movie showcased the team for what it was, her family learning to work together and to be strong.
You always put everything you have into it, whatever you do.
Even if it means pushing through and overcoming adversity when life throws you a curveball.
They almost threw me out of my church, let alone everything else. Don't go play ball. That's not the way to do it.
Those kinds of things women today don't have to face when wanting to grab their gloves or run the bases.
But I was just born the wrong time. I get a scholarship and go to the University of Arizona.
But perhaps
Don't forget to catch it.
Anna's too humble to know.
I don't have my ball. I gotta catch it.
She was born at just the right time to make history.
Once a pro, always a pro. That's what they tell us.
Heather Janssen, KOLD News 13, live local late breaking.